I love engineering. I love making things. I love experimentation.
So we were experimenting with this material, PDMS. It's a transparent liquid polymer. And we found that once you heat it up, you can actually fix the shape as a droplet on a hot plate.
And we started making these things that look like lenses. We didn't try to put them on smartphones until a while afterwards. But when we put them on the smartphones, we realized they have a very good magnifying effect.
It turns the camera into a microscope. And we want to try to sell this to elementary school or middle high school for educational applications.
I feel as an engineer, we always take starting a business in a very naive way. The I-Core is the National Science Foundation Innovation Core.
They want to translate scientific discoveries into commercial products.
It's kind of like a 6-week boot camp where engineering teams come together and just forsake all their engineering learning and start thinking in a business manner and seeing the commercial viability of their engineering ideas.
So every I-Core team consists of 3 people. The principal investigator, the entrepreneur lead, which is typically a PhD or postdoc student, and a business mentor. Coincidentally, I was giving a presentation about dot lens, and in the audience, they were science teachers. And this guy told me about this conference, and he said we should definitely feature our lens in CAST.
Today we're at the CAST conference. The team we have today would be myself, and there'll be 5 students from the Wolf Center of Entrepreneurship.
They break us up into teams of 5, and my team was selected to work with that lens.
We have been working with the product since June, and it was through this project called the Intellectual Property Project through the University of Houston. And we have had the privilege to work with the 2 engineering students and the PR people. We are designated to commercialize the business. So we do marketing, finances, and operations.
So the most popular applications with dot lens is the forensics department as well as biology. And they think that, with microscopes being so expensive and a lot of their budgets, some of them don't have budgets and a lot of them have very low budgets, that this is a really cost-effective way to get the microscope in the hands of every student.
The response has been overwhelmingly positive, even more than we expected. We have about 400 to 500 teachers, administrators, curriculum developers who have contacted us. The most important thing that we hope to achieve is to hear from teachers themselves as to if this is a good idea, or if it needs improvement, or if can they see it in use with students immediately. What we learned was that there is really a need for students to have more engaging hands-on experiment just to get them curious about the STEM.
We want to make high-quality imaging microscopy tool available to all kids.
I think the University of Houston is very conducive for starting new research. It's also very conducive for forming networks with interdisciplinary research. Well, I believe dot lens can really benefit education, not just high school education, even lower level education, as well as even preliminary research in university. So I don't think we should stop at the microscope. We have a lot of version 2, version 3 ideas that is still under research. So we can have this proper ecosystem where students can do very low-cost research independently on microscopy, not limited to just looking at smaller things, but maybe having systems where they have a website, an app to look through all this information and then get what they want.